Finding the right G-Shock can feel like digging through a toolbox that just keeps getting bigger. Some are built like mini tanks, others are so slim you forget they're even on your wrist. And while they might not have the flash of a high-end Swiss watch, G-Shocks have built a reputation for being tough, practical, and strangely addictive once you start wearing one. After going through a sea of models, new and old, we've narrowed it down to 5 that actually deserve a permanent spot on your wrist. All the links to watches mentioned are down in the description. Number 5. G-Shock GBD-200 Series. If there's a G-Shock that feels like it was made for modern-day minimalists, it's the GBD-200. With its super slim square case and no-nonsense digital display, it doesn't try to look flashy or overloaded. This is the G-Shock for people who like a clean design but still want a few smart features. It quietly packs in just the right tools without drifting into full smartwatch territory, which honestly is a good thing. The GBD-200 keeps things simple, and that's what makes it work. This watch is geared toward active users, runners, walkers, or just folks trying to keep track of daily steps without strapping on a full-featured fitness tracker. The built-in accelerometer counts your steps, and the Bluetooth connection lets you sync all that data with the G-Shock Move app. You'll also get vibration alerts for things like calls, emails, and alarms, so it stays quietly helpful without being distracting. At about 15mm thick and under 60 grams, it wears much flatter and lighter than most G-Shocks, making it surprisingly comfortable for all-day wear. The MIP LCD screen is one of the highlights. It's crisp, clear, and easy to read even in direct sunlight. The resin strap also deserves a mention. It's softer than what you usually expect on a G-Shock and doesn't dig into your wrist. On the flip side, there's no heart rate monitor, and while the battery lasts up to 2 years, it's not solar-powered. Still, that feels like a fair trade-off. The GBD-200 isn't trying to be a smartwatch. It's trying to be a better G-Shock for the modern user. It pulls that off without overcomplicating things, which is exactly why it earns a spot on this list. Number 4. G-Shock Mudmaster GG-B100-1A3ER. The Mudmaster GG-B100-1A3ER is what happens when a watch is built for the real world, not the office, not the coffee shop, but the outdoors. One look at it, and you know it's ready for some punishment. Big case, rugged buttons, thick strap, it doesn't try to hide its purpose. This is the watch people reach for when they're packing up the truck, heading off-road, or spending the day ankle-deep in mud. And honestly, it's built to take all of that and then some. For hikers, campers, or anyone working outside, this thing is a beast. It features a quad-sensor setup, altimeter, barometer, compass, and thermometer, everything you need for backcountry navigation. It's also built around Casio's carbon core guard structure, so despite its size, it's not overly heavy. The Bluetooth feature lets you sync altitude, route logs, and other data with the G-Shock app, which can be useful for longer treks or tracking weather changes. And yes, it's mud-resistant. The buttons are completely sealed so dirt and grime won't slow it down. Some standout details: the oversized buttons are textured and easy to press with gloves on. The resin strap feels like it was made to get filthy, then sprayed clean and used again the next day. The 55mm case sounds massive, but wears better than expected, thanks to the carbon fiber frame keeping the weight down. That said, it's not solar-powered, and it's definitely not made for smaller wrists. It's big and it wears like it. But that's the point. The GG-B100 isn't built to be discreet. It's built for hard work, harsh conditions, and people who spend more time outside than in. If that sounds like your kind of lifestyle, this is your kind of watch. Number 3. G-Shock GW-5000U-1. The GW-5000U-1 is the kind of watch that doesn't ask for attention, but gets respect from those who know what they're looking at. It's understated, low-key, and probably looks like just another square G-Shock to the average person. But under the hood, this one's a cut above. It's built for collectors and purists who appreciate old-school G-Shock design with some seriously premium upgrades. The key difference here is what you don't see. Instead of the typical plastic inner case, the GW-5000U uses a full metal core, which gives it a noticeably heavier and more solid feel on the wrist. It also features a screwback stainless steel case, just like the original 1983 G-Shock. That little detail alone makes it a must-have for longtime fans. On the tech side, it's solar-powered and features multi-band 6 atomic timekeeping, so you never have to set the time yourself. The updated module improves the display contrast and extends the battery life, making it one of the most polished square G-Shocks ever made. Wearing it feels different even compared to other resin squares. The strap is softer and more flexible, the weight gives it a satisfying presence, and the display is just sharper and easier to read. That said, there's no Bluetooth or health tracking, and it's definitely not cheap. You're paying for quality, heritage, and subtle refinement, not flashy features. Bottom line, the GW-5000U-1 is for someone who appreciates the quiet power of good design. It looks classic because it is, but it's also built like a premium tool watch from the inside out. If you're after a G-Shock that feels like a nod to the past but performs like it belongs in the present, this is the one to beat. Number 2. G-Shock GW-5000 Series. The GW-5000, or as fans like to call it, the Casio Oak, earned its nickname thanks to its octagonal bezel and clean, minimal design. It's one of those watches that took off almost overnight, and for good reason. It looks nothing like the bulky, oversized G-Shocks most people are used to. This one is slim, simple, and surprisingly stylish, which is probably why it's become a go-to for both G-Shock veterans and first-time buyers alike. This series is built for people who want something rugged but still want it to look good with just about anything. Whether you're throwing it on with gym gear or pairing it with casual office wear, the GW-5000 fits right in. It uses Casio's carbon core guard structure, which makes it light but still incredibly durable. The analog-digital hybrid display gives it a classic watch feel with added utility, and at just 11.8mm thick, it's one of the slimmest G-Shocks ever made. It also comes in a wide range of color options, so there's something for every style. What really makes this watch stand out is how easy it is to wear. At under 52 grams, it feels almost weightless, and the flat profile means it won't snag on sleeves or get in the way during daily wear. Of course, it's not perfect. It lacks solar charging and Bluetooth, and the digital display can be hard to see in low light. But for the price and the comfort, those are small trade-offs. Bottom line, the GW-5000 is the G-Shock for people who usually wouldn't go near one. It's stylish, affordable, and tougher than it looks, making it one of the most versatile G-Shocks you can buy right now. Number 1. G-Shock GW-M5610U-1ER. The GW-M5610U-1ER is G-Shock stripped down to its most essential form, and that's exactly why it lands at number 1. No frills, no fluff, just solid features that work exactly the way they're supposed to. It's built on the original square G-Shock design that dates back to 1983, but with subtle upgrades that make it feel perfectly current. If you're looking for something dependable to wear every day without thinking twice, this is it. It's made for people who want function over flash, folks who care more about reliability than having the latest sensor or Bluetooth syncing. With tough solar charging and multi-band 6 atomic timekeeping, you'll never have to mess with the time or worry about the battery dying. It syncs to atomic clocks overnight, so it's accurate down to the second. And with the updated U module, the display is sharper and more legible than before, with better backlight performance too. At just 12.7mm thick, it sits low on the wrist and feels almost invisible during the day. That makes it a great fit for smaller wrists or anyone who doesn't want their watch getting in the way. It still packs in all the basics: world time, stopwatch, countdown timer, and 5 alarms, but doesn't overload you with extras you'll never use. Sure, it's not flashy. No Bluetooth, no step tracker, no heart rate monitor. But none of that matters here. The GW-M5610U isn't trying to compete with smartwatches or fitness bands. It's just a well-built, accurate, worry-free watch that does its job quietly and consistently. It's the one we find ourselves going back to time and time again, and that's why it takes the top spot on this list. There you have it, 5 G-Shocks that actually live up to the hype. Whether you want something tough, slim, feature-packed, or just plain reliable, there's a watch on this list that fits the bill. We've kept it simple, focused on real-world use, and picked the models we'd actually wear ourselves. If this helped you narrow it down, give it a like and let us know in the comments which one's your favorite. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.